Hi, I'm Thomas, and I have an unusual tinnitus treatment story to share with you today. It's about how I treated my tinnitus naturally and how I finally enjoyed complete freedom from ear ringing and all the other tinnitus-related symptoms after 14 years of suffering. How did I do it? Well, what worked for me is stuff you probably won't find in conventional medicine books or health magazines. I had very severe tinnitus for many, many years. And when I finally found the solution to my tormenting tinnitus, well, that was one of the best days of my life. I'm going to tell you my story because it's probably very similar to yours. In fact, anyone who struggles with tinnitus will relate to this story. And if you watch this entire video, which will not be online for long, I'll do more than just tell you a story. I will give you the solution I discovered and use to this very day. In this video, I'm going to show you how to treat your existing tinnitus symptoms in just 7 days and how to fix the root cause of your tinnitus in the next 30 to 60 days. I've never given away this much information before in a free video that you can watch all in one sitting. There are 3 easy principles you must understand in order to achieve freedom from tinnitus and its related symptoms. The 3 critical principles you must know are: 1. What tinnitus really is and why you have it. 2. What doesn't work and what makes tinnitus worse. 3. The only proven way to treat tinnitus. So, what can you gain if you embrace these 3 easy principles? Well, you can manage tinnitus naturally within 30 to 60 days. Gain dramatic relief from your tinnitus within the next 7 days. Dramatically decrease the ringing, buzzing, hissing, beeping, clicking, pulsing, and whistling sounds in your ears and keep them away forever. Restore your energy and dramatically improve the quality of your life, guaranteed. Let me reiterate. If you watch this video from start to finish and follow what I teach, your tinnitus will undoubtedly start to fade away. You might be wondering who I am. Well, my name is Thomas Coleman, and I'm a certified nutrition specialist, health consultant, medical researcher, speaker, and author. I'm also a former tinnitus sufferer. Over the past 14 years, I've helped men and women in more than 160 countries to treat tinnitus and achieve freedom from ear ringing and all other tinnitus-related symptoms once and for all. And today, I'm helping you. Are you suffering from any of the following symptoms? Constant or frequent ringing, buzzing, beeping, or hissing sounds in your ears. A very loud, undistinguished sound in your ears. Mild to moderate hearing loss. Pain or feeling fullness in the ear. Dizziness. Feeling of tension, anxiety, agitation, and exhaustion from tinnitus. Are you frustrated because you know there must be an answer to your problem, but you simply haven't been able to find it? Well, you just found it. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes and imagine this. You wake up one morning 4 to 6 weeks from now, step out of bed, and as you wash your face, it suddenly hits you. Your tinnitus volume and frequency has decreased dramatically. Suddenly, there are no beeping, hissing, buzzing, or ringing sounds in your ears. In fact, there's nothing but blessed silence. You can hear external sounds more clearly without the disturbing, dissonant noise of tinnitus. The pain and feeling of fullness in your ears have disappeared. The dizziness is gone and you feel calmer, happier, healthier, and more energetic than you have in ages. If you're anything like me, you've probably been beating your head against the wall for years or maybe even decades because you simply could not find a real solution for your tinnitus. A solution that could give you permanent freedom from the constant noise in your ears. I still remember the first time I noticed my tinnitus. I was 29 years old and experiencing life at its fullest. I was handling responsibilities at work, doing homework with the kids, carving out quality time for my wife, and dealing with all kinds of stuff that modern families face nowadays. The stress was mounting, but I was still in control. Unfortunately, that was about to change. One evening, I headed to a local restaurant with friends for some much-needed R&R. After spending 3 hours in the noisy restaurant, my head ached and the dins of the evening continued to ring in my head for hours. I still had a slight ringing in my ears the next morning, but not thinking much of it, I headed to work. Little did I know that my life was about to take an unexpected turn. Within a few days, that slight ringing became a noticeable buzz, followed periodically by loud bangs. Before long, the noise was beginning to grind at my nerves, and my head felt like it was going to explode. No matter what I tried, I could not get away from that ear-piercing noise. It was there day and night, and it was beginning to take its toll. A trip to my doctor did no good. He thought it was just a migraine induced by stress. I tried relaxing more, and that helped a little, but I still couldn't get rid of that constant buzz in my ears. Several weeks later, the doctor began to suspect that something was indeed wrong and initiated a series of tests. After numerous rounds of tests, I finally had a diagnosis: tinnitus. Phew, I thought, now I can fix it. But my relief soon turned into panic, as the doctor explained there was no cure or even much treatment for this condition, and I'd simply have to learn to live with it. Live with this constant pounding in my head, I thought? How in the world am I going to do that? After a couple of months, I went to see a psychiatrist. He recommended a variety of prescription medications, including anti-anxiety drugs, muscle relaxers, and antidepressants. Needless to say, they didn't help at all. I traveled from doctor to doctor looking for some relief, any relief. The noise was growing worse, and I needed help. My life was no longer my own. I couldn't work. I couldn't properly eat or sleep. I was short-tempered. I was growing more and more depressed. I was reaching my breaking point, and I knew it. Something had to be done, or I was going to lose my mind. It was time to take action. I took a few weeks off work, and I switched several doctors, but the only answer I got was that surgery was my only option. Unbelievable, I thought, and later learned that in the vast majority of cases, surgeries are completely unnecessary and can even lead to irreversible damage. Deep down, I felt there must be another option, a healthier alternative. So I delved into 14 years of research, trial and error, and experimentation. I was determined to find a natural solution. I became obsessed with the subjects of holistic health and nutrition. I wanted to know everything there was to know about how to permanently cure tinnitus. I bought every book on ear infections, nerve damage, sinus issues, sound therapies, oriental medicine, detox dieting, and nutrition that I could get my hands on. I spent hours at the library swallowing stacks of books, journals, and magazines about tinnitus and reading every word. But I didn't just read. I also interviewed numerous tinnitus sufferers and picked the brains of every doctor, herbalist, homeopath, and naturopath kind enough to lend their time and expertise. I tried everything. Scientific facts, figures, and theories weren't enough. I tried other types of prescription drugs and took more muscle relaxers, vitamins, and medicinal herbs on a daily basis with high hopes for change. I bought numerous white noise CDs and did plenty of noise therapies, but to no avail. I tried every tinnitus treatment known to science with conviction and hope that it would finally eliminate my tinnitus and help me regain my life. Over the years, I spent a small fortune trying every type of product and treatment you could possibly think of: herbal remedies, tonics, habituation, detox diets, vitamin therapy, and so on. While I found some minor relief, it was always temporary. The ringing in my ears came back with a vengeance and sometimes was even worse than before treatment. I was stressed, angry, and depressed. My extreme sleep deprivation and immense anxiety soon took their toll, and I even started hallucinating. My condition became so dangerous that I almost crashed into a street sign on the way to the doctor. Tinnitus was now a lot more than a tormenting noise in my ears. It had become a real threat to my life. And maybe this sounds just like you. Well, today, I'm a different person. It took several more years of research, but I finally began to see some connections. Once I understood that a real treatment could only be achieved if the underlying root cause and individual circumstances that promote tinnitus were dealt with, I began to realize the importance of treating the entire body from the inside out. I gathered information about every tinnitus therapy I could find. It didn't matter if one person or 100,000 people said it worked for them. I documented it and gave it a try. For each new remedy, I wrote down how it worked, its side effects, and other important information. Hundreds of therapies later, I began to look for a possible pattern. What I discovered was amazing. It was only after 12 painful years, when I accidentally stumbled upon the missing piece to the tinnitus puzzle, that my tinnitus completely disappeared. After countless rounds of trial and error, useless treatments, disappointments, and agony, a simple holistic system opened the door to my new tinnitus-free life. My tinnitus and related symptoms, such as minor hearing loss, completely diminished. After years of suffering, I was finally free from tinnitus. Since I'd been on multiple blogs and various tinnitus groups for years, it wasn't difficult to find other people willing to give my treatment a try. What I was offering was completely a safe alternative to all of the dangerous treatments offered by the medical community. I sent off my 5-step protocol to several dozen tinnitus sufferers and waited for them to tell me how it worked. It didn't take long before I began receiving emails, text messages, and personal phone calls from people all over the world telling me how their symptoms were literally disappearing. My program was working and more people were asking me for help. When I tested my system on other tinnitus sufferers, it yielded the same shocking and groundbreaking results. All 27 out of 27 men and women participating in my experiment dramatically decreased their tinnitus symptoms in less than 4 weeks on average. What's even more exciting is that it worked for all types of tinnitus and levels of severity, and for men and women of any age. All men and women who use this method experience the following benefits. The ringing, buzzing, hissing, beeping, clicking, pulsing, and whistling sounds in their ears became manageable very quickly and then completely vanished, never to reappear again in less than 30 days. Their feelings of tension, anxiety, agitation, and exhaustion from tinnitus vanished. Other tinnitus-related symptoms, such as mild to moderate hearing loss, pain in the ear, dizziness, and the feeling of fullness in the ear, were completely eliminated. They felt happier, calmer, and more energetic. They felt rejuvenated and reported looking younger and more vibrant. My doctor was right. I was onto something and needed to share my discovery with the world. That was years ago, and today I still remain tinnitus-free. When I finally found the missing piece to the tinnitus puzzle, I was absolutely shocked. How did I do it? I embraced the one truth that hardly anyone knows or will tell you about, and it's going to blow your mind. The best tinnitus treatment in the world is no tinnitus treatment. Here's why this is the truth. If you treat your condition by focusing only on the immediate symptoms of your tinnitus, trying to lessen the sounds in your ears, or distract your mind with conventional medications, hypnosis, and so on, you will temporarily decrease the intensity and frequency of the sounds in your ears. That's okay if you want to be dependent on sound distraction aids or expensive drugs with their harmful side effects for the rest of your life, but that's not what most of us want. The first thing I discovered in my 12 years of research was that almost everyone is getting ripped off by the pharmaceutical companies. The drug industry is loaded with snake oil marketers who are getting rich by preying on your desperation. You need to realize this. Conventional tinnitus product providers are your enemy. They don't want you to get rid of your tinnitus because if you do, they'll lose a customer. And with every customer they lose, they also lose a lot of money. The second thing I discovered is that almost everyone is dead wrong in the way they treat their tinnitus. It's a fact. The methods you're using to treat your tinnitus right now might be severely damaging your internal health. There's a better way to get the job done, and it's amazingly fast. I'm going to share with you 5 powerful keys to get permanent freedom from tinnitus. Key number 1. Tinnitus drugs will not treat your tinnitus and often make your tinnitus worse. Antidepressants, muscle relaxers, anti-anxiety pills, anticonvulsant medications are just expensive drugs that focus on tinnitus symptoms. These drugs do not work for every tinnitus case, and when they do, the effect is almost always insignificant and lasts for a very short time. The vast majority of these prescription drugs can severely damage your natural internal balance, slow down your metabolism, interfere with your liver function, and lead to serious side effects. This can make your tinnitus worse. Key number 2. Tinnitus surgeries don't always work and can irreversibly damage your hearing. Tinnitus surgery involves cutting the 8th nerve of your auditory system, but this does not guarantee to relieve your discomfort. In fact, tinnitus surgery has been criticized by many medical practitioners. It should only be considered when there is a clear structural reason for tinnitus that can be improved with surgery. Tinnitus surgery is a destructive procedure with only a 40% improvement showing, and it can lead to irreversible deafness. Key number 3. Herbal remedies and over-the-counter supplements will not eliminate your tinnitus. Please don't fall for any of the over-the-counter herbal remedies, supplement combinations, or tinnitus tinctures that you see on infomercials or online. I tried most of those and they have very little effect on tinnitus. At best, these blends of herbs and vitamins can give your immune system a slight boost, help to promote circulation to the inner ear, or simply calm your nerves. This is certainly not enough to suppress tinnitus or eliminate the sounds in your ears. After experimenting with every known tinnitus over-the-counter treatment available on the market, I can honestly and confidently say that there is no herbal or over-the-counter supplement that can eliminate your tinnitus. Key number 4. This is a very important fact that you absolutely must understand if you want to save hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Tinnitus is not just a problem with your ears, but a warning signal of a serious inner imbalance. In the vast majority of cases, tinnitus is not just a problem with the ear nerves, it's a systemic disorder. It's a sign of an internal disorder that affects your whole body and manifests as sounds in your ears. Tinnitus is simply a big warning sign that something inside your system is wrong and needs to be corrected. Failing to diagnose and fix this problem in a timely manner can result in a far more severe and chronic disorder, which can seriously endanger your health. By using drugs, ear surgeries, herbal remedies, or supplements to shut your body's alarm system, you're practically ignoring your body's messages and neglecting the root cause of your tinnitus, thus making your condition worse in the long run. For example, tinnitus can be related to severe ear infection. Failing to correctly diagnose and treat infections can often lead to serious long-term health consequences. Key number 5, the only way to stop tinnitus permanently. Tinnitus is a systemic condition that is triggered by multiple physical, emotional, and environmental factors. It's also empowered by individual reasons. This is why tinnitus can never be treated by improving circulation, using muscle relaxers, masking the noise, or cutting a nerve in your auditory system. The only way you can ever treat tinnitus and gain back your health is by correctly diagnosing your individual condition and tackling the real underlying cause and circumstances that promote your tinnitus, following a complete multi-dimensional holistic program. Okay, now that we've covered 5 essential things you need to know to treat your tinnitus, let me introduce you to my best-selling program, Tinnitus Miracle. The only 5-step holistic system that will teach you how to permanently treat your tinnitus, regain your natural inner balance, and achieve lasting freedom from all tinnitus-related symptoms. Tinnitus Miracle is a surefire, 100% guaranteed clinically researched system that is backed by over 35,000 hours of nutritional expertise. Over 217,000 people in 163 countries have used the Tinnitus Miracle program already. It's literally the only program you'll ever need to achieve and maintain long-lasting freedom from tinnitus and related disorders. Tinnitus Miracle is completely different from any other information source or tinnitus solution. Here's why. Tinnitus Miracle is customizable for your unique condition. It's a lifetime solution that helps you treat and prevent recurrence of tinnitus, not just live with tinnitus. It was developed by a real tinnitus sufferer. It's an interactive program that shows you exactly how to overcome tinnitus. Tinnitus Miracle works for all types of tinnitus, such as tonal tinnitus, pulsatile tinnitus, muscular tinnitus, vascular tinnitus, external, middle, and inner ear tinnitus, nerve pathway tinnitus, tinnitus due to Meniere's disease, objective and subjective tinnitus. It doesn't matter what type of tinnitus you have, the principles required to treat your tinnitus are actually the same, and they will work regardless of your age or background. Now, let me share what some of the people following this system have had to say. Dear Thomas, I was at the end of my wits with the constant ear ringing that I was experiencing for years. Per the advice of my doctor, I had started taking antidepressants that worsened my ringing to an unbearable degree. I accidentally stumbled upon your website, and I found the step-by-step holistic approach to be extremely helpful. In less than 3 weeks, the constant ringing was completely gone. I now live a normal life without the horrible ringing sounds that used to drive me crazy. I've already recommended your guide to my cousin in Australia who also suffers from tinnitus, and I've done so without reservation. I've tried almost every method known to man prior to starting your program, but to no avail. God bless you. Diana Poloni, Indiana, USA. Hello, Thomas. Your guide helped me to cope with my horrible tinnitus like no resource had been able to do. While it involves some work and persistence, it delivers results, real results. Your guidance and easy-to-follow instructions have effectively helped me to heal myself from this affliction. I cannot thank you enough for all your help. Thomas, it really feels like magic. Barbara Sheridan in the UK. Dear Thomas, your Tinnitus Miracle book was extremely readable, clear, and concise, and I enjoyed reading it very much. I especially like the objective presentation of holistic medical treatments. I would highly recommend your book to anyone who suffers from the horrible, tormenting symptoms of tinnitus and those who live with those who suffer. I originally bought your program for my daughter, who used to be so miserable and was constantly complaining of the sounds that were driving her crazy. We were helpless before I bought the guide, as all of the treatments we had tried, including herbal remedies and habituation, showed little to no results. We are now only halfway through your program, and my daughter has already reported that the noises have diminished dramatically. We're very optimistic and thankful to you for making this guide and for guiding us to freedom from this awful disease. Ralph Bergman, Sweden. Dear Thomas, I had moderate tinnitus a year ago and I wanted to learn as much as I could about the subject to prevent this nightmare from getting worse. English is not my native tongue, yet I found your book easy to read and understand. The results from following your step-by-step instructions were phenomenal, to say the least. I can honestly say that my life got back to normal within 2 months of adhering to your suggestions. Tinnitus has disappeared from my life, and I owe it all to you. May God bless you always. Julia Pessard, Lyon, France. Hi, Thomas. I almost gave up on finding any relief for the horrendous ringing in my ears until I found your website. Before that, I had taken an array of drugs and had regular sessions with my psychiatrist, but found no salvation for my agonizing problem. The sounds kept getting worse and worse, especially in the mornings. As soon as I started your program, I started to notice a difference. 5 weeks later, it was like a miracle. My tinnitus completely vanished from my life. I wanted to scream at my doctor, "Your plan is so simple, but it works like nothing else." It's now been over a year. It's absolutely miraculous. Thank you for restoring my sanity. Richard Owers, Melbourne, Australia. Now here's what's really great. You don't have to wait to get my revolutionary tinnitus treatment system today. In fact, you will have instant access to the entire tinnitus miracle system in about 30 seconds. And there's more. For a limited time, I'm also giving away some incredible free bonuses. Check this out. Bonus number 1, the ultimate guide to relaxation. Are you sick of the constant stress and mind-numbing pace? The ultimate guide to stress reduction and relaxation is just what you need to finally rid yourself of stress and welcome relaxation once and for all. Managing stress and knowing how to relax are both absolutely necessary for achieving freedom from tinnitus and a healthy and happy life. A $37 value, yours free. Bonus number 2, the beginner's guide to yoga and meditation. Discover the basics of yoga and meditation at a fraction of the cost of joining a class. Best of all, practice yoga anywhere you want. This valuable ebook will teach you about the different styles of yoga and meditation and guide you step by step to begin your own yoga program without the hassle of driving to a gym or wellness center to take classes. A $29 value, yours free. Bonus number 3, Secrets to Sleeping Soundly. The Secrets to Sleeping Soundly arms you with everything you need to know about the beneficial and harmful aspects of your sleep cycle, including how to recognize when your lack of sleep is reaching a critical mass. Sleeping pills aren't necessarily the best line of defense. Normal, natural sleep is much healthier and can significantly help to ward off tinnitus. A $34.95 value, yours free. Bonus number 4, free lifetime updates. In the near future, I plan to offer this program including exclusive bonus reports and special updates only as part of a membership package at a substantially higher price. But order now and you're guaranteed to get all future bonus reports free for life. When a new updated edition of Tinnitus Miracle is released, you'll get it for free. It's easy. I will simply contact you through my client email list and send you instant download instructions so you can stay totally up to date on the latest tinnitus breakthroughs. A $27 value, yours free. Super bonus. Free one-on-one counseling with me for 3 months. Yeah, for a limited time, free private counseling, advice, and guidance from a certified nutritionist and a lifelong medical researcher are just an email away. If at any time you feel confused, you can have your questions answered privately by me. I love to hear from you. Just email me and I promise you'll get an answer in 24 hours. Mind you that because of the exclusive nature of the support I provide to my customers, and because I'm a man who stands by his word, there's obviously a limit to the number of emails I can answer a day. I already answer more than 100 daily. So no matter how committed I feel to help tinnitus sufferers, this invaluable personal guidance will not be offered forever. This private counseling is valued at $197, but you get it for free in the Tinnitus Miracle package today. Now, the entire Tinnitus Miracle package has a retail price of $373.75. But hold on, you're not going to pay $300. You're not even going to pay half that. In fact, you're not even going to pay $100. For a limited time only and only through my special link here, you get it all. The entire Tinnitus Miracle System plus all 5 of those killer bonuses and a 2-month money-back, no questions and no hassles guarantee for only $37. Can you believe it? You get it all for only $37. Imagine yourself 4 to 6 weeks from now. Are you still suffering from chronic sounds in your ears? Still suffering from dizziness and hearing loss? Still feeling agitated, nervous, and anxious because of your tinnitus? Are you still taking anti-tinnitus drugs that do not seem to help at all? Or are you living a full, active, tinnitus-free life with better sleep, more energy, and absolutely no buzzing, beeping, hissing, or ringing sounds in your ears? The choice is yours. I really want to help you end the constant debilitating ringing in your ears and your sleepless nights. I've been there myself, so I know exactly how you feel. If you're even remotely interested in learning the truth about achieving permanent freedom from tinnitus, then you owe it to yourself to at least try the Tinnitus Miracle System. If you're ready to do what it takes to finally be tinnitus-free, then join thousands of people around the world and order this program today. Right now is your chance to start the path to a tinnitus-free life. Not tomorrow, not next week, but now. Isn't it time you tried something that actually works? All you have to do to get started right now is to take me up on my zero-risk offer. Just click the button below this video and it's all yours. Every bonus, every trick, every secret to getting tinnitus freedom. And it's only $37 without any risk. Click the button now and let's get started.